We're back. We're probably going to go for 3-4 at this point, because I know where the quest marker for that is. I actually don't know where the quest marker for, like, Alexander and stuff is. But, at the very least, while I'm waiting for some people to hop on later, because I did invite a couple people out, yeah, we're going to be blitzing through some of the post-game. Dragonsong was actually super good last time. I actually really thoroughly enjoyed that. So-called mods to augment your weapons varying rarity. Ammo drum is one of the commands that comes along 2 times. Sell your stuff players using premium currency options. I have heard about the people will pay premium currency for grinded stuff, like the stuff you grind in game. It's kind of cool. Owl stood on my shoulder. That was super cute, actually. The owl was super cute. Well met. Honor and privilege to serve the head steward of the house, although admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of the other noble houses. Being countable on one hand, Lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. Spared no expense. Person who accesses yourself enjoys narrow moments of spite. The battlefield beckons even now, I'm sure. This day we bid you to put down your burdens, raise a glass to peace and prosperity. I'm debating. I have emotes. What do you mean I have emotes? Like little stickers and stuff? I've had them for a while. Yeah, I've had them for a little while. I commissioned those a while back. I actually need to go commission more. I've been debating on getting a Azure Dragoon outfit, but that's going to be down the line. I've been debating on it. Very, very 14 appropriate. Goes for like 8 months. Ah, that is, to be fair. We're right, yeah.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters.
Oh, it's Aymeric.
Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Oh my god, we actually got dinner with Aymeric. Oh, whoa. This is me actually to a T. I would show up in full armor to dinner. I've done this. I've shown up full armor places. When I worked at the bank, actually, we had a costume day. I went in full plate armor. I did it. I loved it.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
I love it. Get them started out. The Warframe community sounds like they're super legit, actually. I mean, obviously you're gonna have your elite players and anything, your elitist snobs, but I mean that's every community. And we're gonna do safe while eating dinner. Exactly. The armor stays on. Hip 2023. For Warframe. I know we were talking about the mergers earlier. I think they're having issues with them currently. Yeah, you watch him, poor T. This is gonna be. Please don't be an assassination plot.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
I mean, Halo did that for taking stuff from what was the Xbox up to PC for MCC and stuff. Like, they had that migration, but they rolled it out in waves. That makes sense. Hey, you're going pretty well. How about you, Grand Phoenix?
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust. Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention.
Yeah, Warrior Light is... The drinks are sus. That's the one. Not bad. Good to hear. Game tells you almost nothing for the community taking up the banner. Right, that makes sense. I've always been a fan of, like, veteran players giving gift packages to newer players. Like, I want to do that in RuneScape. I want to give just rune sets to people.
For it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past.
How's the audio? I've been testing it out.
To see us achieve some measure of success.
Like, you can hear him talking, right?
Did not die in vain.
No, the helmet stays on. You are correct, actually.
I still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead?
Cool. Thanks for audio check. Is with handing over clan leadership when they rolled it out. Small scale for
The
founders.
question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late.
So this is going to lead into
As you may
Stormblood.
imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect.
DK questline hitting
The
hard here.
Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
Man's taking way too long with his drink. I'm immediately sus. Saw him like move his head and I thought he was actually gonna
May I ask
faint.
a personal question?
Oh no. No, don't do it, Amaric.
Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a Scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Unlimited power. Stormblood was probably my least favorite expansion, being when it's dragged on for so damn long. Took 2 breaks from me.
Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
I have heard that Stormblood is considered the worst expansion by some people. It's okay.
News
It's
from
Japan,
Healthful
Japanese themed. I'll be into it.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay.
Oh god, why am I so tired? What's happening?
Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago bearing an injured maiden.
Ooh.
Master Leveilleur
This is all I'll say.
Taru attending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
That's the one. This has got to be Alisei. Because I thought we saw
You must go to them, my friend.
the Warrior Darkness cutscene. Start yawning. At least it captures my yawns when I do it. That's actually kind of cool. No, I love the person that rigged my model. I absolutely love them.
For every ending marks a new beginning.
That is not the Lord of Fortall Manor. Who is this? You hated Stormblood, but looking forward to seeing through my eyes. I'm very curious about it.
We rise to greet a new dawn, as did she.
I also don't have to level. I'm going to do Samurai all the way through. I don't have to level Samurai. It's already 70. Which, yes, I know is through the expansion. Stormblood 60 to 70, but I just don't have to worry about leveling. I can just blitz it to Samurai.
Onto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
There are 3 raccoons fighting in your background. In your backyard, you're placing bets on the fat one. Dude, that fat one. No, like $5 on the fat one. Question about Excalibur Prime. Wasn't that was a specialty frame in Warframe, right? Excalibur Prime. Stormblood story is a bit of a low point, not as bad as ARR, which everyone agrees is the excellent 8-man and 24 raids. Yeah. No, Coils was great. Crystal Tower is great. People just run it way too much because it comes up too much in queue, from what I hear. Is Quid. It's a European land thing. Wait. Why is she in, like, regular clothes? Because we did Coils. We saw her outfit transformation.
Alizé, Alphinaud's twin sister.
Ooh, right. If Excalibur Prime is a founder exclusive for Warframe, that's going to be rough for a lot of people because the possibility of losing it.
She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness.
Yeah, it'll never be on ball. Which makes sense, right?
Since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one.
Like how there's certain people that'll play, like certain people that played Final Fantasy XIV since 1.0 and they have the special tattoo. Like, yeah, if you're a founder or you've played a long time, you should get something cool.
Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly.
Oof.
I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alizé took an arrow to the shoulder. 'Twas only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
One of the reasons do not recommend 11 for me is because there are no leveling quests or roulettes. There aren't even any instance dungeons. You want to level, go out in the wilds and kill things. So that was like old, like Shadows of Angmar, Lord of the Rings Online. I couldn't do it. Like, there's quests and you kill shit. Like, 14 is very new player friendly with roulettes, I would argue.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood.
Oh, absolutely. Drip since day one, supporting a game day one isn't bad. I mean, you start getting into if a founder pack gives you like an OP weapon or something like that, that starts getting a little sus territory. But generally, like Drip, yeah. I mean, you should feel like, yeah, you did support this since day one. Own it.
Hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt.
And then Coils happened.
She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous.
It'll be my first time hearing Alice say's Nubia, yes.
For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister.
Question 11, Final Fantasy XI is some rando NPC you happen to click on. Said they really like onions, so you need to bring them an onion. They didn't ask for to complete it. Old school gaming. God, that's wow, that's a relic.
Her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled Chirurgeons.
It's kind of like old Baldur's Gate, right? Or like even Morrowind, right? Like, hey, you are supposed to do this thing. There's no way markers. There's no waypoints. You have to read the quest and do it. Like, that's a relic at this point. Like, I respect him, absolutely.
Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
I think she took an error.
Is the Warrior of Light, is she with you? Don't go, there is something I must say.
Allegedly, there's apparently 14 private servers that people are getting like 1.0 footage off of. Like, I guess a Goobway and Uldaw. I think that's the Thancred one, right? Apparently, there's private servers, allegedly, potentially, that you can just get footage on. Cooking good looking. Alice, apparently.
The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan.
My God, it's almost like the memory is going to be fabricated.
They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her.
That lemon pepper chicken still sounds amazing.
You must stop them.
Evolution game done. Exactly, yes, absolutely. Final Fantasy 1 to like 16, if you just played all the chronological releases, not even some of the side stuff like Crystal Chronicles and stuff, right? Like, you could just see game design actually progress throughout the years. It's so cool.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
They've adjusted things so leveling is a hell of a lot easier, but find a safe place out in the wilds, start pulling super hard mobs, act to your priority of your team, summon doppelgangers to kill them. Final Fantasy XI sounds like it's an absolute time. It is a time of all time, is how I'm going to word that. Sure they wouldn't let her. Yes, I know we must trust in the Captain Whitecape and his Chichirukins, whatever that's called. I can't ever remember the pronunciation. I can't words today. I really can't. I can never words today, but I can't words today. Hi, how's it going? Did not bring Cindy back from the very brink of death. Very uncomfortable reminder to how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you? Shall we turn our attention to matters? Conclusion, you have power to influence? Yes. Give me this. It is end game of all time. Yes, that is how I understand Final Fantasy XI. One crab mountain, the small is the enemy. Is an enemy in 11, and players have PTC farming them for leveling. Oh no. So many crabs, I'm assuming. Whereas Arcasians are conspiring to bring about Garuda summoning their sword. Let's first encounter them in Loth Askanath, where they're confronting Nirvana. This has been their aim all along. Yeah, sounds about right. That's I've never played 8, but I did get 8 recently. I did get the old like PS1 8 because it plays on a PS3 that I got. Man, can't wait to play that. I don't understand. Those primal summoning cannot be ignored. I have to actually probably go buy a PS1 memory card, don't I? How did the PS3 work with backwards compatibility for PS1? Was it you had to have a PS1 memory card, or was it an onboard memory for that? I can't remember. So many crabs were eliminated for levels. That sounds amazing. Risk her life to uncover this plot and squander her gift at peril. Accompany me to Zeftal and stop. Yes, I will stop the ritual. Xbox. Wonder how it's gonna go. I mean, probably similarly to how it's worked on PS4 this whole time. Probably. Ever want to see it? I'd love to show you around on the stream of my character's max level. I'm very interested in 11 at some point. I will either probably play it or watch someone play it. It'd be very, very cool. For the ritual, I've been willing to suffer Beastman's intrusions to create this land to this point. Rivals an escalation we cannot abide. Fastest airship map shop know the mountains of Zeftal are not easily traversed. Endeavor demands all haste. Most appreciates their Ermic, but I fear the ethereal approach is destined to fail. Or sorry, air approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland. Explain. Dirigibles, that's a word. Not to be underestimated. Should be wiser across the Zeftal by a mountain pass east to Camp Dragonhead. Oh, we're going up the mountains. I'm not gonna be bothered with mouse and keyboard. I feel like I need to go try Xbox. Highly, highly recommend you bring a veteran or two. Yeah, no, that would probably be what I would do. Like, am I going to get to endgame? No. As far as I'm aware, people have been playing 11 for years are still not endgame, which is wild to consider. I mean, like with 14, right? You could reasonably bust through everything in a month if you start skipping dialogue, right? Like, if you start powering through dialogue and stuff, you could probably skip, like, MSQ pretty easily within a month. Even, like, a week, maybe. Go to Camp Dragonhead. Sea snails were killed. When he get the shade of blue for his shirt. What? I don't know why it did that. The wrong button. Whoops. There we go. Crap! Oh, joke about Roman history. Got it. Oh, we're going to the northeast. Leveling role play that only stopped a couple years ago. Don't put yourself through that monstrosity. Well, it's okay. See, it's okay. Because if I don't like it, I can always just not. One of these days, I will probably explore 11 just to experience the game in an overarching sense. But whether I stick with it is another issue entirely. Well, and like I'm used to like 14's class and stuff like that, right? I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be a lot more restrictive and a lot harder to progress. As we advise, the scouts are reporting your activity around the first mountains. But they put there up to something. Don't want anyone infiltrating. You see fit. South Wars Darkness. Oh, I guess we're doing a dungeon. Okay. All right. Who's on? I mean, I'll like queue for this. I figured if people are on, this is the this is your hey, we doing thing. Sometimes very painful way to put it in a modern day. I'm here. Okay, cool. I will do that then. Give me 1 second. Grilled cheese and soup. God, that sounds amazing. Okay, perfect. I will invite you two then. Fucking what's his face is online. Invite. Not seeing. Where are you, Tamsin? I'm gonna promote Rev. The reason I can't find Tamsin. Yeah, so we can bust through that pretty quickly. Why has my buddy not answered though? I need my good little my because I'm paying for my buddy's sub, and he's just like, it was funny because he's just like, I'll heal slut, and I'm just like, I love you. I totally forgot that's how people referred to it, but yeah, that's just what he does. Yeah, I haven't heard from so we're down 1 unless someone else wants to hop in. Other than that, I'm good to start I'm good to start. I'm going in as DPS, so whatever you guys want to go in on. Baby jail. Baby jail is ad time. When ads kick you out of the stream so you can't hear me, we refer to it as baby jail. So fucking nah, Pan's good. If there was somebody that I would trust mechanically, probably be him. He played WoW for a number of years, to be fair. What's the dungeon? It is Zelphatal. I actually didn't know this was a dungeon, but that makes sense because you were talking about that's a dungeon in Heavensward. I totally forgot about that. What's a good set for 70 if I don't want to go for class armor? What's a good Dragoon set? You see? Yeah, I can do that. Screen's gonna go blank for a second. Give me a second. Yeah, now that I'm actually home, or now that you're actually home. So. Andy, how was that Ford?
My quote-unquote punishment only lasted 30 minutes. I never left the parking lot.
I saw that. Or I heard that. It's just like... No, I got behind a Chevy Silverado today. And you know when, like, trucks try to pull, like... They try to go into a parking spot, but it's so cramped. So they'll, like, go in, and they'll pull all the way back out. And then they try to go in again, but they miss it, and they go all the way back out again. I'm like, oh my god, dude. This Chevy Silverado got me messed up today. That's the context there.
Looking at the market board, if you want 70 armor that's going to be decent for you, it's going to be Night Steel Mail maiming for your Dragoon.
Night Steel, okay. And I'll see how much.
Or Chromite, it's the same thing.
What?
Same level, same ratings.
Okay, yeah. I'll have to see what a full set costs. Because, like...
about 100k?
That's not... That's
between 100, or between 50 and 100.
Oh, darn. That's like, what? A week of, like, fucking roulettes? Not even. Oh my god, punch over in the face. Yes. Non-Final Fantasy fan, I made a joke to my friend that chocobos are chicken ostriches. I mean...
They're not wrong.
They're kind of not wrong. Browse user submitted 14 outfits. It's the glam site. I can never remember the name of it.
Eorzea collection?
That's the one. Yeah, I have a couple favorited on there.
I go to that website pretty often. I have whiskey today.
Excuse me, just class side. I mean, I guess, or I can just wait till, like, I don't have to kit out, especially if the class armor is going to be like the same damn thing. Like, I just wait until I hit Stormblood. Bounce D&D. Yeah, have a good one, Cypher. Enjoy D&D.
Eventually, I'll try to pull Tamsin into one of these calls, but I don't know how you feel with stream.
What is it called? The fashion site? Eorzea collection. EORZEA?
CEA collection.
Yeah. That's
I
a
like
rock.
it because you can sort it by if you want to build a glam around specific gears. People have done that, so it makes it really nice to do.
Next, not connect because I'm no pressure. Big pull.
We have 3 enemies. This is not a big pull.
I guess, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm thinking like distance, not enemies.
Pull to the wall.
The fact that this game has much of a fashion focus as it does is actually kind of great.
I love it. I mean, how many Farinas have you seen since she dropped in Genshin?
A lot. There's a lot of Red Mage Farina. I have the Songbird hat, which is the microtransaction hat, right? one from the actual Mog Station. But I mean, like, no, I've seen a lot of cool Farina ones. I'm sure there's got to. Someone's probably done Raiden.
Chick that came out, the Geo character.
I haven't seen her, but I believe it.
Yeah, I've seen her the other day. It was a really good Machinist glam.
I'm kind of okay with that, actually.
Yeah, I like how action focused this game. There's a lot of really nice looking characters, which you don't get in other MMOs. Which honestly
No.
is a shame.
I think I've seen articles like that Final Fantasy does character design good enough that there's like this weird sex appeal to the game. And like, I mean,
Yes.
models do look good. Like, that much can't be denied. Spine Shatter Dive. I'm gonna eat that hit. That's fine.
And I'm going to pose a question to you and chat, just for an idea. What should I do for dinner?
Not more than beer. I mean, like, you've asked the right and wrong person, because I will like go down a list in order to figure that out for you. Lamb is endgame, yes. Yeah. What about Exhibit A, Y'shtola? What's happening with Y'shtola?
The weird sex appeal of the game. Yeah.
God, Y'shtola.
Not just the Stola. Fucking the Machinist trainer that Kip likes from Heavensward.
Oh my God, fucking what? So
Found
like
out there's an entire rabbit hole from her.
off-brand fucking Tifa is great.
Yeah.
No,
And then
like
that one creative character.
the fact that was it Y'shtola has a fucking sister. It's the fucking summoner fucking person. There's got to be art. Like, there's got to be. That's not me
Wigs, I
fishing.
don't have the time or patience for fucking beef lines. I would love it, but that is a chore.
You're gonna want. What are you? What is this? That's an up.
We're going up.
Oh, I don't want to go up. Do you arms like that?
No.
Because it's not pushing out; it's pushing up, right?
Airstones, break them.
I mean, what are you thinking? Like hot, cold? Let's start there. Hot or cold dish?
Hot.
Hot. Okay. So that rules anything like any sort of like salad or like stuff like that out. What about? I mean, are we thinking like American, Mexican, Irish, Scottish?
My point is
Asian.
nothing's like piquing my interest, so
Well, that's why
I
you
know I
want.
need calories.
So if you need calories, have you considered like you could do something rice, like chicken and rice? Well, you were saying the lemon pepper chicken looked kind of good.
That sounds good, yeah.
You could do lemon
I
pepper
ordered
chicken.
one up.
There, as you saw it today. Oh no. Good art is just sexy, be it music, literature, right? I think that's what a lot of like
Is fun.
modern culture misses. Is it's like not everything has to be out there. Like art can be classy. That's all I'm gonna say on the subject. Question mark.
Yeah.
Pasta of some form works as well. Yes, you are correct. You could do a pasta.
I could.
I mean, it doesn't have to be like a carbonara. It doesn't have to be anything like that. You could do stroganoff depending on if you have like cream of mushroom or something, right?
Yeah,
Stroganoff actually sounds amazing.
it does.
It just really depends how much effort you want to put into it. I mean, like you talk and I were talking about Karaba, Karage earlier today. You could do that. Return letting dogs out. Welcome back. Egg fried rice. You could do that too. That's pretty easy. You can just microwave the egg.
I don't have cold rice. I do fried rice properly. I do my day old rice.
That's fair.
Because if I didn't, my former roommate and my ex would crucify me.
That's the one. Sucker for a certain set of boots and pants. Rev knows exactly which one's by the thigh. It's the 2B thigh highs.
Fuck yeah.
You can't.
There's a really good pair.
There's another set. Okay. Well, cool.
Yeah.
I'll get there at some point.
Unless Darius was talking about the 2B thigh highs, then probably.
People generally talk about the 2B thigh highs. Yeah, I know. I know that Nier is the Stormblood Alliance raid. I think it is. That's it.
Shadowbringers.
Yeah,
My
Shadowbringers.
brain
Yeah.
destroyed.
Because Yoko Taro is a madman. I've had that conversation before.
Love you.
But I also, I mean, to be fair, I also see it all the time. People in like Limsa, Laminsa and stuff, they're just wearing 2B thigh highs glams. I mean, very popular glam. It works. It's effective. It's functional. Make egg sandwich with cheese and smoked sausage. You can also make an omelet or scrambled eggs. I had that the other day.
Some ideas. So
Actually kind of cool.
There's another pair of boots and thigh highs that I was thinking of. Or boots and pants. There's a nice pair of like combat boots and skinny jeans that a lot of people make really good glams out of.
Oh, so it's like calfskin, but not. It's got like boots.
But yeah.
Shadowbringers return to Ivalice. Raid was Stormblood. Wait, what?
Yeah. Shadowbringers was near return to Ivalice to Stormblood.
Okay.
I hate Ivalice so much.
So when, do you hate that or Crystal Tower more when it pops in the Alliance raid queue?
Crystal Tower.
You do not. You do not like Crystal Tower.
Well, I've run Crystal Tower like
a
few thousand times at this point.
I guess that's fair.
I've gotten Ivalice maybe 3 or 4 times.
Do you like math? Oh, that's the math dungeon. You were talking about a math dungeon.
Yeah, I love finding a fucking prime number or having to do very quick fucking multiplication in like 3 seconds.
Joke's on you, I can't even do math.
Yeah, that's the fun thing. You work in finance.
that was actually the joke when I worked in finance, where people were like, oh, Kip, you're doing such a good job. And I was like, I can't even do math. But like
I can't read, so.
That's the one. To be fair, fucking English sucks. That is a big fan.
Yes. You want to know what the mechanic for this is?
Don't get pushed into the things.
Keep your back to one of the walls.
Yeah, I figured it'd be some sort of like, yeah, makes sense. Called Strammer Mask. It's a fried egg on bacon on butter bread. Kind of sounds hot, actually.
Fried egg, bacon on.
Oh, hell
I
yeah!
just called it a buddy. Ow! I did not have my back to the wall. I thought I did.
I did arms length that though, unfortunately. I don't think you can arms length that. No, I think arms length it too late. That's a mechanic.
Yeah, don't put the hit on the wall because it looks better than if I remember correctly. I have poured a bottle of whiskey in so far. It's gonna be a good night.
Ow.
Huh? Ow or ow?
I ate that hit. Early day in the form of bills. Oof. That sounds rough. I'm sorry I had to deal with that.
Oh, you died.
Yeah, I did. No, I ate one of the big hits.
My back to the wall. I am now.
Yeah, I'm fine. Somehow I avoided that?
Oh, you're probably still on Resin Wall.
Oh, probably. It's okay. Like, the boss fight makes sense to me. I just need to not stand in the stupid hit. I was too busy, like, trying to get my positionals when I'm just like, I should have just been casting.
Ugh.
Resin Vol frames. Okay. Yes, that's what that was. Like, no, I should have definitely got hit by that.
Went the wrong way.
Alright. I don't fucking know.
Oops. Waste my arms on.
He was just. You'll have to look at kitchen chat later. There's an acronym. Oof. That's rough. Christmas snacks tomorrow with my cousin. I'm gonna Ritz peanut butter cookies. That sounds, the Ritz stuff sounds actually kind of amazing. To the melted white chocolate. I'm very mixed on white chocolate. Like, I don't hate it, but I'm very picky on my white chocolate.
Too sweet to me.
I'm trying to remember when last time. I thought it was bitter, but I can't. No, that's dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's way too bitter for me.
White chocolate is very sweet. I love dark chocolate. Like with chilies or orange in it, so good.
I actually can't do dark chocolate. Cool, so I have a dark chocolate. You're getting it.
It's shipping it halfway across the fucking country.
Sniper, it's not even bullet frames. If you move, you become vulnerable again. Okay. Zoom. This is kind of a cool, neat little fucking aesthetic. White chocolate is much creamier. I could see that though. Mixing white chocolate with some milk chocolate might actually be really cool because it would make it creamier. Give it some of that white chocolate flavor.
I thought that's just what milk chocolate was white chocolate mixed with dark chocolate.
You know what? You know what, Rev? Fair. No, I had a fucking roommate. You would have gotten along with him. I don't talk with him anymore for relevant reasons, but no, like we went out to Sherry's once, and like in full like earnest, honestly, he's just like, can I have a little bit of like yeah, he was asking for milk, I think he was, and he's like, can I get milk, but can you put like a little like strawberry in it? And he's just like, you want strawberry milk? There was some interaction like that, and he's just like, so you just want this milk? That I don't know. I don't know why that brought that core memory out, but it was really funny. Like very same vibe. Badgley says, yes, I did see his best 2023. I probably am not gonna be able to react to it because it's an hour long. Unless people really want to watch me for like 3 hours. That's the one. Oh, I went way too far forward. Lint truffles are really great, though.
Yes, they are. I have a Brussels over truffles right now. They're great.
I don't know. Like Ferrero Rocher has always been that like high class chocolate, right? To me, but I've never actually like really had them.
Oh, I'm gonna have to send you the fucking video.
Cool.
Ferrero Rocher almost bankrupted themselves from trying to seem super high class.
Oh, did they? It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's perfect,
they
actually.
Marketed themselves as super high class, and fucking people thought, oh, this is probably super shitty chocolate if they're trying to this hard to seem high class.
That's fair. Is that Garut? Oh, it's like how Leviathan possessed one of the Sahagin, right? This is Garuda possessing one of the Ixali.
Seems like it. Too bad the Ixali worship fucking Bismarck.
I haven't gotten to him yet.
We killed Bismarck as like the first primal Heptor.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, wait, that's the zombies on there, not the Ixali.
Oh, no, arm's like, fuck, I didn't want to pop that. It'll be up again by the time I need it.
What?
This soundtrack goes pretty hard. We're going to be doing, because it shouldn't be that big of an issue, we're going to be doing unsynced triad.
Sure.
It's just normal. It's not like we're doing extremes.
Apparently,
I found out why. People were saying it's the soundtrack. They want to hear my reaction to the soundtrack.
Bomb.
Oh, Bismarck's the whale. Right. Bismarck's the whale. Right. No, that hindsight makes a lot of fucking sense.
Yeah, Warring Triad sounds like really good. Oh no. Oh, hey, Garuda.
I agree. We're taking damage. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. You just summons Garuda. Neat fight, actually. Neat inclusion of the primal.
To be fair, he is using the Black Mage staff you get from Garuda, so.
That is, yeah, that's fair. Fellow Black Mage, I see. I'm definitely have the wrong positionals, but at least I'm just still going off.
Oh no, it's almost inconsequential.
Like, I mean, 5% or whatever is still 5%. Don't get me wrong. He's a warlock. He's definitely a mage. Big mage with energy.
Got that big bird energy.
I can wait till 2. I don't know if we want me to limit break it. Probably not right now. He's gonna mechanic.
Yeah, I'm waiting for mechanic and I was going to.
Yeah, no, you're Reaper. Fuck it. You get to do it.
I have a higher DPS out than you do. So.
Yeah. Neat.
Neat.
Want something?
Thanks for all the bombs.
Yeah, he is. Well, he's probably gonna leave before I'm able to give him a compliment cutscene.
Oh, he's sticking around. Nope, he left.
Yeah. Bird. What about Zonde's skeleton?
What's on this skeleton?
Chip knew after him, and now he's the whale in Final Fantasy games. It's so great, right? Hi, Alpha. Now, glad you could show up. God, I need to fucking do my special deliveries later to my fucking grain company. Black Mage uses the magic from the void, not have their power lent to them by a patron. Right. That is
Unable
fair.
To see the ritual to its completion.
Oh, they're
Then Garuda
sorcerers.
is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught.
Where's my charger? There it is.
Oh, the boss used Zonde's skeleton? I didn't know that.
But we should not tarry.
Oh.
The knights have secured our path to safety.
That's cool. It'd be freezing.
Well, what do we have here? You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
Oh, please, let me punt him. Just throw the spear right in his gut. Well, look at the small. It's the Lalafell experience. I think they're a white mage. They're a summoner. The one with the hood in the front. That's a summoner.
You!
I have to see which one.
She's
a bard.
I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Looks like your aim sucks.
Just what is your game?
He's a paladin.
Leading us the long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
Gold never bothered me. I would hate that, but I love it. You're correct.
Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned.
Why does the Smallafell sound more mature than the bard? That's what's fucking with me.
We arrived at the appointed hour.
Because they're small
Was
doesn't mean
they
they're
who
not
erred?
like 60.
Like I don't know. I was not expecting that voice.
We cannot face them all.
The joke's on you. I'm into that shit. I'll do it.
Do mine
That's
ears
Strammer
deceive?
Max. It's really good.
A boy. So that's the way of it. Twins. You had me worried for a moment there.
Nah, her aim's still shit.
Know that I will happily make it quicker for you. If you just stand still.
Enough, Jarumul. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary
She's a
bloodshed,
ranger,
now,
but
would we?
she's using a bard-specific weapon.
Yeah, sounds about right. Learn from the void. It's why they put so much emphasis on it in Stormblood or Black Mage quest. God, I can't wait to see the
You've been
Stormblood
awfully
quest.
busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
Fucking tank. Man's got tank privilege.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
I like that his charm is clipping through. It's perfect.
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
It is John Fantasy. You are correct.
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light.
What a
All
twist.
worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
Yeah.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Almost like you have the echo to confirm.
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th. which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void. Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate.
Shit.
And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
Okay.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking.
He is a warrior. He probably exhausted all of his vocabulary.
You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes.
Yeah, have a good nap.
Are you?
No, I liked Yu-Gi-Oh! GX's plotline with Light and Dark, Sartorius, the Light of Destruction, the Gentle Darkness with Season 3. Love that shit. I heard that teleportation. Yeah, you still remain. What do you have to say?
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, be gone. You have no friends here.
That's the one. He's interesting. I don't know why yet. He's interesting. Survive the encounter. Bars. Do your beast tribes. I know you need to do that.
Yes, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah. Figure while I'm busting through some of this, you know, would remind you. Production, praise the Lord that I'm on our success. Importantly, see if my system condition has improved. I mean, honestly, these patches, I mean, the last one, 3.3 was pretty long, but these patches aren't super long quest-wise. I mean, I'll be able to burn through this probably pretty easily. We'll probably do Warring Triad first, and then we'll probably do Alexander. Because Warring Triad we can knock out pretty quickly once I get to that point.
Are we not doing the Alliance raid?
I don't know the quest to get to that. I mean, I'd love to do the Alliance raid. I don't know how long it's going to take me, because Crystal Tower took fucking like 4 hours to get to.
About the same.
Yeah, so I'll probably do Alliance last then. Like, just because Alliance is kind of like, for me, it's the last on the docket. Stand on the table, yes. For my deepest thanks. To remain behind, Mr. Stoll has been tending to Mistress Alice in your absence. Please report that she has regained consciousness. Which is given your recent encounter with Warrior's Doctor tonight. Let me know. Let me show you to her room. Don't worry, her condition is much improved. She's the late one, much her brother. Ha! Got him. The farther the game goes, the more story you're able to cram into the same or even smaller space. Yeah, I mean they spent a lot of the time setting it up, to be fair, so they can use that to their advantage. It's the Blue Coast by the airship landing.
How are you feeling?
That's for the Alliance.
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts.
Yeah, that should be the Alliance raid.
Okay. That's going to be
When
last
you
then.
You had departed for Zelfatol, I found that I could rest. The outcome seemed a mere formality, as did your safe return. Thank you, my friend.
I take it your mission was a success.
Like, the plates, like, but, like, that would pinch super hard, though. I feel.
As if we needed any further confirmation.
Yeah, the elbow joints.
With the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
Mm-hmm.
You were following these people, Alice. Why?
Stola, about to tell someone off. Hell
During
yeah.
my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers.
Band of misfits.
Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
That's the one.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
I mean, we just had the King Thornton thing where you could seal
to deepen the beast tribe's feelings of
ether
helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And
Right.
lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
No, I mean, that was an ARR plot point. We just keep killing their fucking primals.
Power answered with greater power. Death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the Warriors of Darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
Right. The pixelation on the helm kind of gets
We
me.
cannot let that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Alize and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes.
The monitors, potentially?
If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelphatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
It almost feels like this would have happened with or without coils. Like...
But Alize, you...
The fact that coils is missable content, though, is upsetting.
You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
Pottery, please. How did you do it so fast? Whose kneecaps did you break? Who did you extort? Who did you blackmail? I need to know. Hey, how's it going? Just post Heavensward. It's going pretty well. Quills give you extra dialogue with Alice during MSQ. Okay. So at least I did that then. At least I got that out of the way. Through this plummeted the depths of the coils and confronted Bahamut himself. Not been there would struggle to believe it. Shortly after Ways heard that she had taken the road to her own, apparently on a journey of self-discovery. This is why I never where I never learned, though I expected this was by design. Hearing tales exploit, did she? I dig it. I dig the drip. Blacktooth Nuzlocke, why chill? Won't be as rough. Hell yeah. Blacktooth Nuzlocke sounds like it'd be wild. Hope it goes well for you. Although she might furnish you an identical outfit. She did not, mother and father, rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Time and soon when the girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered, oh. She's not my. We should have this. Can we not have this conversation from the war? We should have this in front of Y'shtola, though. Just give her more ammunition. Yeah, another time, perhaps. To be honest, I wasn't planning on seeing you out just yet. Except for my journey did so with grand ambitions, as you may recall. Promised I would not disappoint you. Pray you will forgive me if I do. I do want details. Yes, you're correct. Iconic to me. Yeah, the fact that my old avatar is still as popular as it is kind of boggles me. Garments aside, must say you seem different, even more resolute than when last we met. Ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. None of my abilities, perhaps I have no delusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing here today, because I would regret if I weren't. That is all. Fair enough. Let's depart for the Waking Sands. Pray return to the Waking Sands. See if around you can be of assistance. Dagoth AI memes, like, they had their time, but they kind of died off, which is rather unfortunate. Big cactus. Red Alphino's back. Yeah. Wholesome memes these days. We really kind of do. Wholesome memes just kind of hit different. Well, I mean, Dagoth wasn't really wholesome because you have to remember, like, Morrowind is effectively racism simulator. Like, my God,
there was a slur.
The Dunmer weren't necessarily the paragons of virtue. One use unexpected or unannounced, I guess. The scholar had seen fit to grant the knowledge of thy coming. What bringeth thee in thine here this day? Warriors darkness have returned. Play allows to explain. You can take a second to just blot out the screen and explain really quick. We have heard tales of recent days of realm being rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thus did observe, serveth both to spur the beastmen to pursue their goals and redouble their fervor. You've got this time to identify the end the removal source of the charged crystals and to take direct action for any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. Second, easier said than done, of course, while we have the fortune enough to win the Ixal's plans before they came to fruition. Only fear or be surprised at the warriors' darkness and the Assassins did not have a similar design elsewhere, which we have no knowledge. I'm hither for that day to receive tidings most troubling from across the Strait of Merlthor. Oglemore stirreth, and there are whispers of the Lord of the Crags neareth his return. Mere rumors that mark, though, but light of thine own discoveries, thou canst afford to turn a deaf ear into the claims. To ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves, let us consult the Maelstrom Forces stationed at Camp Overlook. Since you're watching your reactions, Russian Badger on the floor dying. I'm doing pretty well. I'm glad you're enjoying the reactions. And so I'll pray for yeah, inform us if there's anything else. What does she know? May, is there anything else you would like to say? Oh, there's an imposter among us. Nothing, never mind. I only ask because you're normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add. Very well. Area depart. I wish to make a request. The Warrior Darkness spoke of how the Ardor had the power to break down the barriers between planes, and our words might be rejoined. Research into this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That being said, I've heard tell a promising tome, the Giro and Oracles. Maybe you could start there. He might be the summoner. Interesting. Of course, I'm not basing this off of anything right now. It'd be an interesting plot point if that happened, though. So speaking on... Yeah, sure. I wonder if this is Titan too. Let's see where this goes. Kill the Maelstrom command for reinforcements. Is that just my kobold problems? We had the signs of dawn turn up, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing that is right then. Let's get to it. Aggressive and late. Matter of fact, scouts about one sniffing at the stones just now, likely looking to make off an armful of crystals. Let that happen, lend a hand, help us search the camp, little bugger, would you? I don't know where they might be. Kobold camp, you say? It appeared to corroborate with Orange's information, yes, but to put Soraka's trait, a Maelstrom camp, draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. Well, a little time to think on this later. The President wants to do everything in her power to prevent Titan summoning, and that means finding and questioning this kobold. Way around the camp. That was not where I wanted to go. Small kobold. Small. Yeah, fair to be down there. No, that is no use. Pointless hope, no use. Yeah, at least he's got a... There he is. He's got a giant quest marker over his head. Makes him a little easier to find. Talk is talk. The crab can fly. Well, any mount can in the game can fly. Some just have like alternative like methods and means. But yeah, it's not restricted to just flying mounts. Every mount can fly.
Some of them just look really goofy while doing it.
Like the fat chocobo just is cake. You offer him cake and he fly. Stupid plan. Well, again, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Poor kobold. He's only to talk. Speak, say, talk. So please do not hurt me. No, I'm just small dude. What's up, dude? It's our wily kobold with trays. No wonder our soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. I thought you could sneak into camp, did you? Plotting to steal the crystals, were you? No, I came to talk, to ask for help. When you soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, and I... Let's take a deep breath and discuss the civilized individuals. What is your name? I guess it is a small child kobold. Pikmin Gabu of the 620th Order, at least. I will be Pikmin one day. No, Sister Valise. The woman who found you is our friend now. Like to know your names, we'd be friends too. First encounter with Route 2 was the Sunkern. Oof. Sorry about that. That's rough. Thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu. For help. No, it's not to your own people. What happened? Can you tell us? The head turn. No one is going to hurt you. Not while we're here, I promise. Which, based Alice say. the Patriarch keys. The Patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again. You have to stop him, beat him, fight him, stop him. I mean, like, pretty big fucking thing for him to ask. His parents said they didn't want it, along with many others, but the Patriarch won't listen. He's so angry, raging, furious. If they didn't have iron in their hearts, then they would serve as coke for the furnace. It's like my parents think this is a way I haven't seen any of them since. Coke for the furnace. Oh, no. Tales of Fosse fashioned from the bones of beastmen. Use the rituals hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of the gods. Yeah, just sacrificing. How much she cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen. Only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. He loves the Great Father. He loves his parents too. Please help Kobu stop the Patriarch, save his parents. Not to recommend the Titan summoning its in. Should the worst come to worst, he will require their support. Time being, as of the evidence, we threw will attempt to infiltrate the Cobalt stronghold, secure the crystals, and free the prisoners. You're sure you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic already, just in case. I like that they're like still reusing locations with like quest markers and stuff. It's actually kind of cool. If these servants had Titan manifested already, cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 have mercy. We'd even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood. Did we already like? I thought we already went over that in ARR. Like they could fashion it from. Well, I guess they were like dead Beast Tribe members already, not living sacrifices. Crystals, cherishes coats, loves them, and if we gather enough, he will return. My treasure told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking we'd take all the crystals away, but the Great Father won't come. Good, I was thinking the same thing. Do you know where these crystals are being stored? Several spots, each one defended by a different order. Want to see him, but he was too afraid to go alone. Afraid to go alone. Whether we can take them, wait and hide them. Yes, Gabu will lead you to the first cache. Alright, so I'm going to take this and they're going to spawn, right? Ooh, or he could be... Could be stealing them for him? I want to see how this actually goes. Come on, next cache. I certain the crate once bore guardian seals. Someone took great pains to remove all trace, but enough I cannot see for yourself. Imagine kobolds traveling to Cruthus to obtain crystals, much less bother to conceal their origins. Crystals were smuggled into Vilbrand by another party, most likely upon of the Asians, as Thancred speculated. And who are Asians? They worship Great Father Titan too. Never mind that. As always, I said we do not have a lot of time. Who's this next cache? Next one is the last and very large, big, large, very huge, large. Very huge, large cache. Big bucks, big crystal. Grenades just chilling out. You know, sign of the crystals. Any luck? Nothing that cannot be. Saw them, spied, spotted, saw. So move them, yes. The question is where to and why. No Gromar, where they summon the Titan wants me to do so. Again, this is the only explanation. We have to help them. They calm, we only have time. We will help them. But to call for the remaining crates, yes. If they had, when on the other cache is empty and sounded the alarm, nevertheless. Time for stealth has passed. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent Titan summoning. Fuck is Cranch? Ketchup and ranch. It's a weird abomination that, like, is just on store shelves. I love that that's just like, Kip, you should know this. But to be fair, I did know. it's ketchup and ranch. Cranch.
French fries.
I mean, fry sauce is just ketchup and mayonnaise. Sometimes you add like pickle juice.
Pickle juice?
I've added like pickle juice and like relish to fry sauce when I used to make it at a restaurant. Everyone has a different recipe and a way of doing it.
I don't know. I've always done like ketchup, mustard, and
it's mostly just ketchup and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Grenade just vibrated over the wall. It was amazing. Looks like keeping on the situation. Prego has our call. Etherite within Orgrimmar Mine should still deliver it to the navel. Yabu doubtless knows the way. There. I thought you eager to remain in the thick of action, but this is what you would prefer. Then Godspeed, brother. But this way, I actually was remembering earlier today what it was like to expo when I worked in a kitchen. God, that is a hectic fucking position, but man, is it fun sometimes. It's both fun and fucked, if that makes sense. Expo controls how shit gets in and out. The combination people use by mixing sauces in the lunchroom made into a real dip. Yeah, that's effectively that. Yeah. Remember how mines work. That's blocked off. I mean, like it's like there's just weird things in certain things, like Caesar salad dressing has like sardine, it's anchovies in it, right?
Anchovies, and it's good on fucking everything.
Yeah, fucking love Caesar. It's not good, but it's good. You seek then, as soon as often arrives, trust will be going. You think simply heroic, it's no telling what sort of resistance will face in there. Is this really the next dungeon? No way. I guess this is dungeon 2. No. Says this might be dungeon 2.0 Boogaloo.
You won't have another dungeon for quite a while.
Okay. I like his little mask. I'm just trying to we have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwell is here, but how did you? Gabu. Or my parents' patriarch, where are they? Oh, they're already dead. Oh, that's fucked. Go for the furnace. How could you? Yeah. We are but servants of the Lord of Crags. We are his. We may drink but blood and partake of our flesh. They may draw upon the strength of his children to defend them from the tyranny of the overdwellers. I'll say not yet. Yeah, no, poor Gabu. I understand, Patriarch. I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You would do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair, whatever it takes to ensure that those that threaten you can never do so again. In your single-minded pursuit objective, you've only brought suffering to your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. You cannot be this way, Patriarch. Renounce the bloody chorus, cease your attempts to summon your god, and work with us together to build a lasting peace. Another place to be abandoned for the overdwellers' convenience. Oathbreakers, all of you liars, betrayed. To be fair, like, Limsa did kind of fuck a lot of shit up in regards to, like, kicking some of the beast tribes out of places. Taking you take. When you've had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last until you grew hungry again.
This would be Ul'dah fucking up, by the way.
Is this Ul'dah? I thought. No, Limsa was the Sahagin, right?
Sahagin. Yeah.
To defend ourselves, you clear that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live. Their god drains the lands of ether and brings not but suffering, death, destruction, suffering upon us all. Hear no more lies from you and your overdwell. You've ruined your own lands. You'll not ruin ours. Like, he's understandable how upset he is. Especially because fucking Ul'dah. And I did him here. He did. He arrived. Oh, fuck. Let's deal with both Kobolds and Sahagin. Because it is in Limp's lands. It's not Erlasia. That's Heart of Titan. Tiny Titan? Not Big Titan.
You're right. 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I'm waiting for Kabu to actually sick it on him. Yep. Yeah. Ooh. I mean, it was Gabu's emotions that fueled it, or helped fuel it. Fucking Carbuncle, really? Cobalt did, in fact, accept teleport. He do be chunky and chunky. The fact that, like, the fucking Carbuncle actually soloed him, what the hell? Perfect. Gotten so foolish and none better than to let Gabu accompany us, give him what we would like to find. His anguish and despair have served a birth of primal, just as it would supplications of the faithful. Being born of such tumultuous emotion, incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. If we have one cause for optimism, that while the crystals were present, they were left with a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual. Far wicked than planned. I mean, easy to primal, and the longer we leave him be to bleed land of ether, the stronger he will grow. Should Titan be permitted to leave, or more lives will be lost, the Maelstrom will rally their troops. Cycle will continue. Son, face the little crags once more. So I'll do it. Oh, we just have to do the naval heart again? That's neat. And we could probably do it unsynced. Your party leader.
I'm working on it. I have a lot more duties to scroll through than you do.
Yeah. The pipe clean. the tails do kind of remind you of pipe cleaners, don't they? Interesting that they brought it back. There should be 3 AoEs on the ground.
Yeah.
Because it's only 3 of us. Wow, you just fucking phased him, alright.
Yeah. Probably gonna go straight into heart face.
Didn't even get baby jailed. I do need to check for my buddy at a certain point. I've been checking Discord. They've been grading papers all day. And so, like, yeah. Like, they've had their, like how you had your Friday work to do, they've had their Friday work to do. So,
yeah.
They said that they might hop on his DK for a couple hours. But that's entirely depending on if they are able to finish their work.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Fucking server tick.
Reaper baby.
Alright, GG's. I don't know how, I mean, if Reaper's mechanically savvy, I might actually like it.
I love Reaper.
It just depends. Like, because Machinist, like, I didn't think I'd like it, but it's actually super mechanic heavy. Like, you just mechanical understanding is just paramount there.
Reaper is build a gauge, pop the ability to start building a second gauge to go into a super mode.
So it's kind of, it's like Red Mage, but slightly to the left.
Yeah.
And I kind of dig it. I might have to do it in some, like, 50 content to get a rotation down first.
I think I've sent you my hotbar for Reaper.
Yeah, I have your hotbar. I just need to actually, like, use it in content. Caesar garlic butter from Olive Garden used to offer with their shrimp scampi. It was so good.
Delicious.
Because they could just, oh my god. Yeah, no, Jordan the Stallion gives us a lot of cool shit. I need to actually look at some of his recipes again. And the
Olive Garden's really good. I could go for some chicken Alfredo.
Go make chicken Alfredo. Do your beef tribes.
I don't have pasta. I'm doing my beef stripes right now.
Oh, fair enough.
I ordered chicken.
Must be like any other thrall. See, Alliance's policy. Yes, that's the one. Not rushing conclusions. After all, we once feared that Sales followers were beyond reason. They've since been laid on their arms and accepted Discord's peace. I mean, his eyes are different. Yeah, they have a zero tolerance. The Alliance has a zero tolerance policy for that. We gave him dwelling on the eventuality from which we have no control, much less one which may never come to pass, thus tend to more immediate matters than former commander. But in Titan's demise, for example, the glad news was so kind of break to him. Crap. Came back without yet further worse. Small in hand. You'd be realize whether or not he was summoned properly. Prime is a primal, and there ain't Maelstrom that's lost a friend to one. We were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive they could live to tell the tale. Of course, didn't come to that. It's my friends. You like the cause of celebration now. You lot of places to be, boy, not stay the night beyond for as a glass triumphant return of Titan's Bane. Brenna's here from back at 7:30 if you're still going. Yeah, no, it was good to see you. Go do the things. Have some fun. I'll probably still be on. It's only dark. Why? It's only like 4:40. Jeez. What's happening?
Welcome to winter.
That's the one. Yeah, that's fair. I did In-N-Out today, though, so I was pretty happy.
That looked like a good burger.
I missed In-N-Out. Double animal style, baby.
Double animals. We don't have an In-N-Out around here. So
no, I think they're only like California, West Coast kind of thing. But Utah has them.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp.
I think the closest thing to an In-N-Out we have around here is like a steak and shake.
I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But alas.
You have canes out there though, right?
I think got like one.
I need to try their chicken.
So quiet out here.
Their chicken's kind of mediocre. The sauce is where it's up.
Time and space.
I want to get some hate for that, but yeah, their chicken sucks. The only good thing about canes is their sauce.
How bitterly beautiful those words.
It's kind of like Chick-fil-A. The chicken sucks, but their sauce is good.
Haven't had it. Never really gone to Chick-fil-A.
I should be stronger for all my experiences. Yet my heart aches more than ever.
But if you had to get chicken, would you get Popeyes or Chick-fil-A?
Popeyes, fucking hands down.
I think I've had Popeyes like once.
I never
Popeyes actually seasons
why
their food.
grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness.
That's the Popeyes biscuit challenge. To eat a whole biscuit.
I was disappointed.
Yeah. I typically do that because they never give me my honey for it.
How these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me.
TikTok world record, any
But
percent.
my
Eat them as many
grandfather
biscuits as you
revealed
can.
The whole truth of the calamity
Well, it's
to
like the
us.
dude that the TikTok
finally
freaked out
understood.
about because he like in
And
one
I
bite just
resolved
shoved the
there
entire
and
Popeye's
then
biscuit in his
to
mouth
continue his
and
legacy
like
in my
didn't
own
flinch.
There was a movie. I can't remember what movie it was, but there's a movie where he takes like an entire like chicken thigh, right? And he just like eats it, like he just sticks it in his mouth, and he just like pulls it out, and it's just the singular bone. Like he just like takes out everything on the in one just like one bite. And
I
people
can do
just
that
get
with a drumstick.
well, it's the drumsticks, yeah. People get so fucking just disgusted over it because I guess there's like tiny bones and shit in there that he just ate.
Yeah, I can do it with a drumstick. I can do it
My
with
travels
most
have been
wings.
enlightening, but I cannot say that I
I miss good
enjoyed them.
wings. I need good wings. I haven't had them in a minute.
Count of the many petty
getting them in
crises
Idaho.
that I was helpless to resolve,
I've
and
seen
of
your
the people
barbecue
whose
and it
actions
disappoints
I
me.
could not understand.
Oh my god, our what was it? Our Carolina sauce that gave you an aneurysm.
There were
I've
others,
never
of
been
course.
so upset by fucking.
Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship. Whose lives I could not save.
It just tasted like vinegar. It looked like
I
vinegar.
found myself asking what it was all for.
It's not supposed
Why
to.
try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing.
You know what I really liked now, and I haven't tasted it in years? Fucking jerk sauce. Like,
Yeah.
like the chunky green sauce. Oh god. Like especially when you put habaneros in that. Oh my god. It hits. It kicks a little bit. But god, is it you know what it was really good in actually? Mac and cheese. Right? So hear me out, right? You get some noodles, get your cheese sauce or whatever, you know, get some cheese blend in there, right? Like chunking it on up a little bit, right? Even better if you have like some just chicken breast on hand, you could just dice it up and just fucking, you know, cook that off and throw in the mac and cheese as well, right? Like, and then you throw jerk sauce on it. I've tried a couple things with mac and cheese. One, like Thai chili sauce, it's okay. It's actually, it's sweet. So it kind of helps with that saltiness of the mac and cheese. The other one though is jerk sauce, and oh my god, that kick made mac and cheese so much better. I ate so much of that shit when I worked at the bistro. it's so much.
So you're saying you have a bunch of jerk chicken.
Yeah, it's great.
Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother.
You're one of
of
those people.
Mélanger, of you.
One of those people that eat chicken or wings with a fork. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. Like, I feel there's like a weird like snob culture that comes with, oh, well, I eat my meat with my hands, or I eat my meat with a fork. Just eat it. Is it good? That's all I care about.
You know what the worst snob culture is, Kip?
What?
The people who bash on boneless wings.
They're just fancy chicken nuggets.
This
Damn right they are.
conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't
I
it?
prefer them over regular
Perhaps
wings
you
because
could
you
recount
typically
some of
get
your
more when you
adventures
order
in Ishgard.
boneless wings.
Oh my god, it's just fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy chicken tenders. I dig it. I heard about Narissa Ravencroft
They must have been at
on
each other's throats from dawn to
stream. She was
dusk.
going around about how she's not a super fan of like chicken because everyone around her makes like chicken breast and it's dry as fuck. Like,
That's a shame.
so she's like, oh, I can do like karage. I can do like chicken tendies and nuggies and stuff. But just like dry chicken is the worst thing in my opinion. It's just like.
What's that was with the what was
I dare
it?
say you
Zach
managed to
with
keep
his
the
fucking
peace, though.
steaks. He grew up
Maybe
hating
being in the
steaks because his
presence of a
dad
warrior
couldn't
of
cook
light is
steak.
surely enough to shame anyone into behaving.
So that's on that's my dad. My dad will go to a restaurant or he'll cook a steak and he'll be like, burn it. He loves his shit well done. And like, so yeah, I ate a lot of well done T-bones and stuff growing up, and it's like I was still able to find. He seasons it pretty well though, so it was fine. But my comfort zone is about medium, bordering on mid rare. It's in there. I can't quite do rare. I can't do blue.
Blue is a little too much.
Yeah, blue's a little out there. That is a acquired taste, I think.
I mean, Blue's a 30
The
second cook
hopes and
time.
dreams
It's
of
literally a
so
sear.
many rest
Yeah.
on your shoulders, warrior of light.
That's a little beyond me.
As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on. For the
No,
sake of those we hold dear.
medium rare's fine.
Right? It's fine, right? Like that's kind of a sweet
The
spot.
most cooked I will say you should eat a steak is medium well.
Yeah, midwell. But when you start burning it, I mean, you starts to just feel like you're chewing through
It gets
carpet.
really dry. It's gotta
Yeah.
have some juice left in it to be a good steak.
Yeah. Well, and then when I worked at the bistro, I mean, I didn't know steaks had to bleed. So if you cook a steak, you'll set it aside and it has to bleed out.
Yeah, it's
I
gotta
was-
rust.
Yeah, I didn't know this.
Letting it rust traps more of the juice inside of it. So
Fair
it's
enough.
a juicier steak.
Oh, they're getting crystals. They're getting their own Jolly Ranchers.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the mother?
Every tool has its purpose. Even this.
Are they going to corrupt it? Well, if he just doesn't clean his axe, it's going to rust.
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither.
Alright, 3 more
Alas,
to do.
Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
Popcorn is, in fact, explosions in time that you can eat. Yeah. Yeah, I
The
can get
man
behind
might
this.
have to say.
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Yeah.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
This is Orianger.
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation.
To be fair, his VA did change.
Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone.
The axe is the Bravura Atma. It's always bloody.
With
Oh, I
thine
guess
own
that's fair.
hand, strike down
Yes, the
thine
Reborn
enemy,
Warrior
the
relic weapon.
so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
I mean, I'm in Relic Weapon Hell. Eventually, I'll get around to it.
I too am in Relic Weapon Hell, and I hate every bit of it because we're not even close to fucking
Very
done.
well. Draw her out. We'll make it quick.
Makes me curious, though, how Dawntrail's going to
It
handle...
shall be done.
It's a Louis Walk quote. Interesting. Thank you for clarifying that. Makes me wonder how Dawntrail's going to handle the Relic Weapons.
Probably the same way as Shadow or Endwalker.
Well, remember, because people complained that it was too easy in Endwalker.
I doubt
What
we're going back to
creed
farming.
one cannot uphold.
To be 100% honest, I doubt
What
we're going back to it.
hurts soothed. What lives saved. Oh,
But we'll see.
hapless
We're not going to start getting
fool,
relics
what
till
hast thou wrought by thine own
7-1.
hands?
So.
Yeah, that's fair.
Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness.
I was about to say, because Urianger has his everything here covered, including his goggles, and his mouth is open, but his mouth is closed and everything else. It's a interesting duality. I wonder if it's either...
Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
Because we have confirmation of parallel worlds. Like, not even just conversations about Shadowbringers and stuff. It's like, the Warriors of Darkness are from another world entirely. So this could be the Urianger from the other world. I'm very curious to see how this actually plays out, because this could play out in a couple different ways. People complained with every single one. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's not ARR books for relics. I don't think they'll ever go back to books. I think that was a product of its time.
If anything, we will stay with the Endwalker thing of just grind your tombstones and get your relic.
Probably. I like Pearl. Interesting to share. There's a course of reduction investigations. Both came across crates who once more guardian seals. That some of the capital has been very busy indeed. Let's have launched a full-scale investigation. Sorry, Mick believes there's only a matter of time before the culprits are found. Wait and see. In the meantime, it seems like we're looking at the recent activities of the other tribes. They are too flush with guardian crystals, and with that in mind, just pay your honor another. Oh, Gabu, please. Roast into glasses for Storm and Shadowbringer relics. Like, it just breaks away from actually doing the content because you have to grind it out. It's just a product of its era, in my opinion, not having to fully have experienced it while it was releasing. There we go. Trying to pack my things. He tells me you're not still here out of concern for his welfare. Answer your question. There has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he has slept. If he did, none the better for it. He just shuffles around with the same expression on. So he's also he's gone through a lot. Look after him, won't you? And treat him with every kindness. Still there, I know. Beneath the anguish and despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. Just be given that chance until he comes back to us, until we know for certain what has become of him. Not worry, if he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the part of those crystals, we'll turn the damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, nor will Maelstrom command. Big yes. Really, you should never have made to. Well, I cannot possibly understand. There's nothing I can do or say. Paying the anger, the helplessness. Memories of other times, remember as they were. When it hurts so much their heart feels, let it burst and fill up again with your love for them. Never ever forget. Remember them, and you all say thank you. At least it's something. He just needs time to process. For these events with me to answer for their crimes. A 1,000 times over. This will be the reckoning. Sorry, I'm having to check in really quick. All right. 1, 2. We're going to Thanalan Rising Stones, right?
Retail Return to the Rising Stones.
That's the one. I mean, this is just building setup for Stormblood. So it's going to be a little bit slower. I mean, that going in like, 3-1, 3-2, and 3-3 kind of happened in pretty quick succession. They were pretty high, which this is just going to be setting up for the next one. I'm very curious how... I'll get to it eventually. I'm curious how 6-5 ended. I know... I saw that one of the... there was like a Kraken fight, so I guess... Beach episode might make a little bit more sense, but I'll get the context when I get there. batch so far for reasons. 6-5 was. Thanks for growing, my friends. With the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, people lips and lips may rest easy. This one 3-3. This is 3-4 though. This should be 3-4. Though we failed to prevent the load of cracks manifesting.
3-4.
Prevent expansion with the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse, but no means mitigate success. Suffice. No, the matter wouldn't which weigheth heavily on my lady's mind. Request, I sought out the Garen oracles that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation. Pointed a most disturbing picture, one world's parallel our own. Part yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. They succeeded. Then of 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Look to thee. What becometh of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined? Flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call and flow into the endless sea, to endure as one and none. The warriors dark seed, everyone in the world will die. Yeah, die is technically, yeah. For speaketh of renunciation of the flesh and subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to alternative, for if the first were to fall transcend light to the manner of the warriors darkness described, way to the void, none may know either life or death. Better fate to die, the reason for in death there is life, the essence of the soul which returns to the source may be born anew, saved. This is their belief, I surmise. Choice. Speak further on subject. Another recent discovery, we've seen that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of certain Alamegan parties. Make it strange. For the same Ishgardian smugglers who supply the beast tribes? Beyond a shadow of doubt. Must thou wonder at their motive. Reminding that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Ralgar. Just took receipts of these shipments are refugees belonging to the cause of the Alamegan liberation. Oh, this might be Ilberd. I just seen that the Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than remnants of Lean, or at least the Berkshire spies. Clearly a jest, and yet not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Ascians, assuming they even care who their new employers are. All which is irrelevant. Forgive me, we seek out the resistance group, which give the crystal without delay. Xena Alice, little amigo. So, continuation of potential Alamigo subplot. I'd like to hear what they have to say for themselves firsthand. the tail outside of the armor always gets me. It's super funny. Good tidings. Temple of Knights has raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. Cursory interrogation of the prisoners unveiled confirmation that they were in the employ of down a man in black robes. If he remained, I regrettably would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. It was bound for Little Amigo. We were told we were disputed by members of a local resistance group. Since our Amrix men no longer have need of my services, I have mind to head that way. After by coincidence learned the shipments but a few moments ago. I think we might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior Light and their little helpers. There's more, and I'm surprised by this revelation. The Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Lean Royal, the infamous Ivy herself. Which one's this one? Who shared this information? Smugglers, no one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I had to contact Ishtal next, but this is there's someone else who will have me notify first. How did Arianji get access to this information is the current subtext here. Gotten into her, it's twice now she thought Arianji did, and twice she's treated him as if he were a stranger. One of grandfather's most dedicated pupils and spent as much time on the Olivier estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. I would recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. May have to raise the matter. Later, the little amigo waits. Ooh. This one's definitely a little bit of a slow burn, I will say. Which isn't bad. It's just a little bit of a slow burn. It was a long day. Do you have something else to say? Understand what's going on in this head now more than ever. It should happen. Should be Muhu. Just another prayer to do what must be done. To be more pressing matters. Since we have no idea what Thancred arrives, so we gather some information in his absence. We reliable information the members of the Alamegan Resistance raiding here have taken and received several large shipments of crystals, asking to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the resistance movements. The challenge, of course, is to find individuals who are both able and willing to share such information. Outsiders, let's divide our forces, question the residents of the eastern half town, do the same on the west, rendezvous and share our findings. Crab is amazing. It's perfect. It's been a minute since I've had to be here. I can't remember what quest, but I was here a while ago. I need to deny it, friend. Understand it all. Lit a fire in every Almegan's heart. So inspired, more than a few old ons pledge themselves to the cause, and little wonder the Galleons won't stop until we're all under the yoke. Asking questions, looking for Griffin in his lot, I bet. Seems like Lamega these days. Folks wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for the Garleans. What's under that mask, of course. Sadly got a face with all the scars. Others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire. It's in the Bloody Legion if they knew who he was. Guess as good as mine. If I can find... That's not where it is. That's store these tales, secret weapons. Good luck to you. Chill for the mask's bedtime stories. It's for a lot, and we got used to it. I already know. The leader of the newly formed faction with the resistance, the mass, despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them, only that they're the most aggressive militant group in the movement in recent memory. Many claim that their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. Their revolutionary fervor is, or channels the direction of a primal. Confident this is the group which received we lack proof, so taking action. I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm any suspicions. Just to help. The bold or already good claim, maybe it would be best if you take the lead. She's with the Discord. What's going on with the Discord? Wonder if she should be worried here. You've just been asking questions. No, as mass to become a leading faction within the resistance. First given secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic, capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion, his vision. Victory. Discord's exploding. In what capacity? The Discord's gone for you? What?
I'm in the Discord. Nothing's happening.
Karn. Join us. I'd stay away from.
Oh shit! Okay, I see what they mean.
Is it server issues or what?
Yeah, certain servers are actually just like critically broken.
What the fuck? I mean, I haven't been on Discord and I've been like trying to check it every now and again, but you know, just 'cause I have to tab out of 14, I haven't checked it. No,
it's not all servers, it's specific servers.
I wonder if it might be a permissions or like a plugin thing.
I don't know, it's a lot of VTuber specific servers are being hit right now, it looks like.
I think it might be a DDoS.
Zavi's server's crashed out. Dragon Spitz is crashed out.
Well, thank you for bringing it up. That's interesting.
The hunt Discord for 14's crashed out.
I wonder if Discord has an official announcement. Depends how long it was. Discord app on my phone. Voice is coming from within.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why I'm not getting certain messages through, because I've been waiting on a couple friends.
Thanks for bringing that up, Tamsin. Yeah, no. It's
Brothers
just
and
sweeping a
sisters.
lot of...
20 years ago,
And I can load mine.
our home,
Yours is
was
working fine, it looks
claimed
like.
by the Garlean Empire.
Yeah, it's
In
showing a
our
lot of
haste
servers
to
don't have any text
overthrow
channels.
the King of Ruin,
Actually,
we turned
now
a
I'm
blind
reloaded.
eye
It's
to
loading.
our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution,
Nope.
we but laid a path
Yeah, no,
for a
it's
new
worked.
tyrant to
It's
succeed
worked.
the old.
There we go. It might not be on
And when
Discord.
confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and
This is
every one
Ilberd.
of you feels the same.
His voice is familiar. It could be Ilberd.
We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home.
So neither Discord has had a post since the 5th or 7th.
We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery.
They might be actively working on it.
The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new...
I don't know, I'm pretty sure if they put out a notice like, oh shit's fucked, people would probably panic a little bit.
Exactly. No, that's how that works.
Not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight.
He's a good speaker.
They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us. And they have murdered us. But no more. Blood demands blood. And the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands.
The hood is the neat aesthetic.
This I promise you. For we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it. And together, we shall see the Alamegan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more.
Mask.
This is definitely little... The tassels, little strings are sticking straight ahead. It's interesting.
Defying gravity.
Yeah.
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
Yep. Wait a minute. Oh, that's... Fuck.
What are you two doing here?
That's the one.
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, well, this is quite the surprise.
Hi, Papalima. You're still alive. How you doing?
If you see what I see, if you feel as I
Might
Eat a
I
push,
suggest
sure.
we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
I mean, the gang's pretty much all back together at this point. The fact that that was in the Sunken Temple of Karn, though, that's kind of... we had to clear that out so they could do that. I see you both alive and well. Pretty obvious, you get pretty fine. Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, provided as they were distressed by the better part of Eorzea. You truly believe that? What exactly have you been doing all this time? Paying a favor. After the bank, we had no choice but to flee to Ul'dah. We've not been able to do so with the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and shelter us in Little Amigo, all great risks themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged. We offered to help them with their operations for a while. Learned about the Scions' exoneration, that Lilarido severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and the General Bound has not been reinstated. Still to make contact, but having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time. A little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. Either from your puzzle expression that you never received it. Yeah, you cleared out the temple twice, yeah. Honestly thought this might happen. While the Master are happy to let refugees spread the word within the Oxfam community, they are pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. Trust the Scions at the 7th Dawn. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We are no friends to the Garlemald. One would think the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. You would think. The man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator. A talented rabble-rouser to boot. Not surprised me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. He must have gathered the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity, even when he participate in a raid on his direct command. We are not permitted to approach him. I don't know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. It's just one big game of Among Us. Well, if it's not making all of you wear one, and mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Yeah, that's fair. To give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the better sense of the man. All the good that it did do. Well, tell me what prompted you to interest in the Griffin. Here, never entertained such a ridiculous plan, but the Griffin, while the man is an enigma, cannot say coincidence he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. So made many such claims of late. I confess, I assumed it would be more bluster, but in the context of the shipments, when we spoke, it is not. Well, we saw with the Knights of the Round, we have individuals that can wield primal-esque power, so that's probably going to be the plot point going into here. Stop us the Lancer to meet. I mean, I'm assuming Badger's Best Of is going to be an absolute banger. That's 2 successive Badger videos to come out. Some sort of can't be accessed, though they already were. I mean, I would assume they're working on a fix. Someone probably got tipped off, and they're probably already on, like, probably already working on it. Why are there 2? What's happening? Oh, that was server lag. Alpha No showed as, like, complete. The green check mark, the Papalimo showing his start quest. If it is plotting to summon a Primo, we must needs obtain information while there's yet time to act. This question is double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, should be surprised if one of the Griffin's close associates, and while he may not remember the most sensitive details, probably tells the master plans in broad strokes, and who impersonates or is wary of outsiders who will not expose himself without a suitable incentive. You and Alphino will pose as adventurers falling on hard times, inspired to take up arms for a noble cause. You and I, as members of resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements, despise your usefulness and struggles ahead, with your enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ears. To welcome you in person, we will arrange a meeting. You need to look at what look the part to maintain the charade until we have him cornered, at least here. Enough to purchase suitable garments from Talbot. Have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Weird quests that have you equip not your armor. Strange to me. Like, it makes sense. That's fine. Discord's just being Discord. Like, I don't know. Stability in Discord's been sus the past year. What I miss. We just got done with Griffin Double at Little Alamigo. So we're still chucking through 3.4. You buy what? I'll sure up to, but I want no part of it. Here, take this. Those are the Gale Senior friends of Papalimo. Tunic and slops, both of you, tailored ender, treated to your taste, not for you before someone sees it. That's the one. And as they say, go change, see at the spot properly marked on the map. It's always a good day when chat just says, oh boy, time for fun. Shepherd's tunic. I always forget that they actually do that. Slops. I'm gonna look so stupid in this cutscene, and I'm ready for it. Down at heel adventure seeking chance to capture plastic cores should suffice. For the waiting game. Glamours are established to be a thing in the universe. Yeah. This is gonna be so stupid.
My thanks, comrades.
I like that cloak though, actually.
You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I.
This
The
is
Resistance has
so
long,
bad.
and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal.
Tact is not something Alphino uses.
Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals.
Mm-hmm.
You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
Well, hey, for it.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
I feel like I've heard Yita's VA somewhere. Can't remember where.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
Oh, absolutely, Jace. It's hilarious.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking.
Hi, how's it going?
You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
It looks so stupid. It's great.
Aye, I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave woman can make a difference. You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago.
Oh my god. I vaguely remember that.
On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
This isn't the first time she's done this.
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
I mean, I do like the false Griffin's drip, and I'm actually really sad that I don't actually remember which NPC it was that we made medicine in that area, because that I vaguely remember that when he mentioned it. Primarily said, "For me, can I expect to recall every name and face? That's not as if it matters. Long marred how you're in the present, focus on the problems at hand, and always moving forward." Get those crystals. I mean, hey, at least I get these little pieces and stuff. Let us away. That's the one. Zelda's word, and the crystals now somewhere in the rock. Ready to fight the Amalja. We must prize all we have learned. Showing you a little make after I've changed. I can actually be dragon again. I don't know. It's gonna be weird because I'm so used to like seeing dragoon. It's gonna be weird going back to samurai. Missed them. Breath of the Wild playlist from Game Grumps. Hell yeah. Game Grumps is great. I love them. Pumpkin acquired. Amazing. Has finally arrived. That's the one. Share your latest findings. Hemp and Jacket. No, the defining features related to perspective. Just how much of a twin he is to Alice. If it weren't for the name, would have almost called it. Yeah. Ignoring ourselves, just getting pop Leo more hair all along. We're still relieved from also angry, mainly angry, I should think. The crystals, what choice do we have? It's better leave them in the hands of the Amalja. They could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we must make his arc without delay. Now let's discuss and let us depart at once. Oh hey. It's off-brand. It's Wish.com Xehanort. Friends with the Griffin's plan. Players gather to see the mark of the stage. Breathe in flame. Ere long the curtain shall rise in the drama of which I am the author. Gods forgive me. Shall at last be performed. Also remaineth. And at which ready to pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know it's like again. Favorite divine beast and champion from Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. Didn't really like the camel. Trying to think. Not the camel, not the elephant, not the bird. Probably maybe the lizard. I don't know. That one's a hard one for me. For the I'm gonna give it to the lizard actually. And then champion Urbosa. She snaps and lightning comes down. It's great. Available ember is ready to engage the enemy at any moment. It's making a signal. Upon proceeding to the bowl of enders, several cutscenes will play in sequence. So can you see? Wow, that's gonna be a fucking big one. All right, I gotta leave for a minute. Oh boy, we're in for a treat. Cool. I feel like this is gonna go places.
This isn't right. The Amalja would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
I like that they do say, like, hey, you're gonna have to sit down for some time. Like, I'm very grateful that 14 does allow that, and they push that.
Not willingly, no.
Just getting absolutely bodied by the Warriors of Darkness, I bet. Yep, they did summon Ifrit. Eventually. It's a nice setup here.
Ah, the saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
Is he Griffin? That's the Black Mage Relic weapon.
By the 12. Will you never learn?
You know, you're right.
Oh, these are our relic
Perhaps
weapons.
It is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos.
Yeah, they're all using the relics. I just noticed that.
One life for one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, future. Well, thank you. Already been 5 months, hasn't it? Thank you for the resub. I definitely appreciate that.
One opponent.
Back, yeah, no, it's... Yeah. That's a buff.
Carbuncle, defend me.
What's the Carbuncle doing? Amazing. That took a lot of finesse, actually, and focus.
You will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
And now there's the gaslighting.
Alize!
Fucking black mages. As a black mage, suck at black mage. What do you say? No, and that's fine. If money gets tight, don't feel obligated.
I am not the girl I once was.
I definitely appreciate anyone that subs and follows. I appreciate it.
Always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
The good boy did in fact catch the stick. Yeah. We haven't actually seen her do anything since Coils. Oh no, she's buffing. She's buffing. This is why you don't let people buff in Dark Souls. No, she's just sword. Oh, this is Red Mage.
Blade of light once stood by my side. Now I shall stand at hers and defend this realm with all my might.
Oh. Huh. That's kind of cool, actually.
Let's finish this.
Oh, looks like we actually get to battle this out. That's neat. Wow, I imagine going into this blind, right? Red Mage isn't even in the game yet, right? I'm very, very curious about... You're going down first. Very curious what people's initial reactions to that are, because that was a really cool reveal, actually. Not arm's length. Fuck, I didn't want that. Yeah.
You shall fall soon enough.
Okay, we got the archer out. You are next.
There's no escape.
Get out of here. Stop being weird. Really? That's a marker. All right, here. Oh, I mean, they do get buffed, to be fair, yeah. Yeah, we get to... Oh, okay. That's a res. Actually kind of cool to see outside of just us having it. Oh, I'm going to take a little bit of damage. Get over here. Alright, you need to go down. Because I'm tired of you actually taking chunks out of my health bar. That hurts, that hurts, that hurts. It's fine with Piercing Talon. This next one gets hurt. There we go. No! Fucking healer. You're next on my list. Yeah, you're on my shit list. Alright, Devout. You're going down. I'm actually sick of your shit. Okay. That's a multi-hit Wolfgang. That's a bind. Beat Boss the big fuck stick and Skun Carbuncle found exactly.
It ends now.
Would be the best bet. Yeah, it was between healer and fucking ranger.
What?
The chains.
You snake! You would betray us as well?
That's the one.
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12, Oriange!
What a twist.
Mine apologies.
Never saw it coming.
Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Thou mayest, my lady.
But is he actually gonna summon the Eggies? He's a summoner.
Even odds then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop.
I have personal vendetta against that black mage. Not even party hat drip.
Understood.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance.
We have one.
Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them.
He might be a scholar. I thought it was a summoner. That's the book. It throws me off. I've only played summoner. He is in fact his own class. Well, yeah, as other NPCs are. Never found a better Black Mage drip. Black Mage drip is hard to come by, actually. Most people just use Matoya's hat. That's why I got my party hat drip. All right, you. I need you to fucking stop. Yeah. How? Get out of here. Devout, you're going down next. Let me give you the ether. What? I'm busy fighting. You two deal with it? Maybe? Ether. I'm so lost. Oh, there it is, Blade of Light. Fucking weird.
The ether. It's not enough.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep rising then. Which is interesting to consider. That's how we're probably rising again. Like, it actually, in universe, in canon, explains why. Right? It explains a lot in regards to why we keep coming back at Aetheryte crystals, right? Out of here. God, that ranger. I have a personal vendetta against this fucking ranger. Like, damn. I'll take you on. Or at least there's a failure condition. At least it's fairly forgiving, though. What's that exactly? I want to point out that it is the Black Mage that is currently being the shitter in this encounter.
Hurry it up, neighbor.
Nope, that sucks. Well, Warrior, you can F off. I need a Chaos Thrust to DOTU. And we're going after Devout. Ooh, hello. That's a thing. Pulling up within me, I see the notification. Actually need to head over here. Yeah, and that's why we need to actually add clear. We're not gonna talk about my rotation.
done. With this blade, I banish the darkness.
Neat.
Not like this.
Yeah, it's also because I have my text box limited down here. I was missing some of the cues. It's okay. Made it in the end. Dingus plays. It helps my level 60 armor. No, I have 60 armor. It's not rage gear. Right, not raid gear, but it's 60 armor. Thought I had 70 for a second because then it would be scaled down to 60. The best's at 60.
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
The fact that she kind of solves the fucking Blade of Light problem, though. It's kind of neat.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
That's the one.
We are far from finished.
Are you, though?
Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
I'm waiting for the Asians to show up, or an Asian to show up and just, like, yoink their powers or whatever. Or at least yoink something.
Crystals? You mean, like the Asians?
Just so. As the Asians flee unto the rift twixt plains with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Asians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Uh-huh.
Wait!
Such
Yeah.
methods as the Asians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives.
Oh, yeah?
We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread. And soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not afraid to die again.
Yeah?
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
Because they were all warriors of light. Our character's the only warrior of light in this party, right? Hmm.
To have known the depth of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle.
Yeah, we're the only ones. Yeah.
Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
Mine's blue. Mine's blurberry. What else happened to them except their deity went to the extremes, right? It's the Power Rangers, Jolly Ranchers. Bowberry. Yeah, Bowberry. I could see that. God, I love Bow the Whale.
What is this place?
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
How did he know that?
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Oh, demonetized.
Minfilia.
Blessed children of the first, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
Wow. Ooh. Yeah. Like, he has right to be upset.
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiac's will, so too must others carry out the will of Heidelin. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light.
I mean, he has reason to be
Thank
frustrated.
you, Boulanger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
That is Minfilia.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Heidelin had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength long sought. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone then?
Thancred's still got shit to do here.
Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
That took a lot of strength for him to say.
Long have I watched you from Heidelin side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
It's just the index from Halo.
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servants of Heidelin. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home.
Reductions to Alpha is Tata Rizvi. I could see that. I haven't heard her speak. Like, I heard her speak once.
We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came with it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
He's a black mage. He's not just a thaumaturge, which is interesting to consider.
It is a strange feeling, So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor. Thank you, Lemine, for everything.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Spoiler policy. I mean, I try not to. Like, I try to like think ahead on things, if that makes sense. But I don't like open it. I'll get to it eventually. And again, if he's doing no doubt, it's supposed to spread Wars Darkness 2. Cannot but wonder. It's the world souls that together last nor traveled source returning to the first, would they not? Was their wish. So that should be 3-4. Oh, wind up in Brita. That's kind of cool. We're still in wrap up. For on the crystals. Then we'll go secure them. Be destroy after the Thrashing Wars Darkness gave them. About. I want to see the Rising Stones. Find interrupting the list to finish search for the mass campment now. Not that it matters anymore. Calm down, there's it. No, I mean generally just don't. Like if it's something that I'm like in, and I ask it specifically, maybe, but I'll be sure to clearly ask. I just generally discourage spoilers because I mean I'll get there eventually. Why does that become aware of my independent pursuits? First meeting with the warriors, Darkness and the Asians in white at the Great Library. Oh, she saw them. Okay. Not to think the worst. You've never been one to confide in others. So I knew that even then your intentions pure. Not sure your plans with us until you felt the time was right. And part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. There have been another way. Knowing I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, before weighed heavy on my heart. I understand why you did what you did, that you but sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have had the courage to make that choice. No, like Urianger did the best that he could. If your actions find that I cannot condone. Yeah, no, I'm feeling betrayed. That makes sense. They have taken their toll on me. I should take a while to rest. Currently, I would gladly escort the end of the refuge line of thine choosing. The hath regained her strength. We shall join the Rising Stones till then. Yeah. No, it is appreciated. It is appreciated. Thank you for asking about spoilers first, because some people have just... I mean, it's not even some people, actually. I think it's like maybe one person has spoiled like something. Which is impressive, considering Twitch and the internet. No, the 14 community is generally just great. Generally just super legit. And like... Yeah, no, thank you for asking. I really do I actually really do appreciate that. I mean, wait. Define wait. You have taxi? I saw the hand. I mean, it's just a short distance away. I'll need a I'll need a taxi again if you want to provide one. I saw the hand though. I'm not sure how to get the magic hand. Big Bird. You're joining us. We've seen the Griff's double is telling the truth, and so far found nothing resembling a sizable cash crystal mass camp. Should probably find the Zaharak. An achievements thing. It might be an achievements thing. I actually might have access to it. Just, I don't know what it is. Sympathize you. Even now, I struggle to comprehend what I just saw. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. Bittersweet and I, but also affirming. Amida and I rejoin the signs. We've been away for far too long. Why I'm loath. Either Griffin to his own devices. I feel our investigation being more dispassionate perspectives, and I hope that we might in turn our own opinions than the challenges that you face in our absence. It just hasn't. I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. Got to recount them. Hutter's tale may surprise you. 3-4 was pretty sizable, actually. Like, pretty substantial. And here before me in the flesh can hardly believe my eyes. You don't remember me. It's Gundabul, beside your father in Revolution. Oh no. Do not think less of her friends in 20 years since the Akira sent us separate ways, but the resistance is always welcome. Little Omega, think of hope. Young Gita most of all. Years always full of fire ever since first volunteer for a mission until the day ship and vanished, that is. There were rumors, and we feared the worst. You're alive while looking nary a day older. Running off like that and making a worry. Long story, I got involved with my friends here, and the signs are still in the circle of knowing back then, right? Anyway, when I come back to tell you, that's all. It was all very secretive stuff. Yeah, see, she's completely fine. Makes sense. Talk about her back to headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Magitech Claw, I think. Unity. It just picks you up and carries you. Stupid mask. That is a whale. That is in fact a whale. Yeah, so it's an achievement. It's got to be an achievement-based thing. Where am I? I gotta head to the Rising Stones. That is in fact a whale. It's amazing. I'll have to find the achievement. I probably have it already unlockable. I think I've just probably missed it. I'm also used to like, remember, I'm used to like RuneScape rewards and stuff where everything's super convoluted. That is in fact and whale side whale comparing contest. Oh whoa. Do you have any dialogue? Or she wonders how far she always be with it. Oh, she does have actual dialogue. That's cool. Magic whale, exactly. And Phil, you'll be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals a while ago once he's delivered them safely to the Temple Knight's care. Officially resolve. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Y'shtola. Crown briefed them all as occurred. Also requested that they return the Rising Stones to the other's convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found. That's the future. Is this... We're going to be getting 3-5 pretty soon. I'm trying to figure out where the split is. Also plays the same music that always plays in Palace. That's kind of neat. And so Kansan gets... So I thought you had to...
Solar. It's been too long since we were
One
all
second.
together like this. Not since after Moonbreeder.
I thought it was that you had to unlock specific achievements or make certain progressions, and then you unlocked achievements to spend the achievement vouchers at the vendor. I thought you had to unlock them first.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Yeah.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
Oh, so I guess it's just static then.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here.
The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be.
We're being sub for X number of days. Oh, interesting.
Brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts.
I totally knows Kryle's here now.
And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit.
Yeah.
Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
You will always be welcome here, Kryle.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes.
Yeah?
She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Not wrong.
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
This scone chat happening is amazing.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the resistance.
That's the
There's
one.
still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities.
Based.
That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got her to keep us from bickering. But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleux, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
He needs this. He needs to not be in charge for a bit.
Well then, Alfie, I, for my part, shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
Actually, just a mob boss.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
I'm gonna go kill some gods, maybe. Fuck some shit up. Make a fuck ton of guild gambling. Yeah, the Alfie, that was not lost on me. This smile says tax evasion.
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
So if this is 3-4, what is 3-5 going to end on? That's going to be a cliffhanger into Stormblood. That's going to blow my mind here really quick. It's already 3 hours. Fuck. I mean, no one can argue that it's not sizable content. Yeah, we're about to find out. Here come people we've met. Once we've shared the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we overcome, and all this makes who we are today. But from where the future holds, only the 12 know. Find out together. Eclairs are good. Eclairs are pretty good. They're expensive though. This is probably starting 3-5 now. This seems right. No, this is...
One world's heroes
yes.
Are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain.
This is a transition at the very least.
Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life... My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me.
That's a bold
Clouds
request.
gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
Just a little bit of cutscene. Yeah, no, Stan, it's good to see you. It's already been 7 months. Wow, thanks for the resub. I'm loving it. Now that I'm out of ARR, it's going a lot faster.
Thank you. I shall guard it well.
Better.
There is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
Mosquito, hope you love life stories. Oh, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to get to it. I'm trying to blitz as much as I can in such a timely fashion. I'd love to get to Dawn Trail before Dawn Trail drops, even if it's just MSQ. The you know duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle should be our greatest yet, and intend to stand with you all on that glorious day. Good pacing, so it doesn't feel like a drag. The pacing is way better. Hey, you're back. So readily. Yep. Giving them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. You could say the same for your pawns. Yeah. What you wanted then. Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it a host to a sure felt lighter, darker world, bereft of equilibrium is but void in the waiting. The void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. Welcome back, Elidibus. As far as the pawns whom you pity, they have delivered unto me a gift which I do not present to you. The hell is that? Light and dark combined into a single artifact? Oh, those are Needhog's eyes. Oh no. And I considered by your deeds you've proven yourself most deserving. Oh no. No, they were cast into the abyss, which I thought was a mistake. Boundless rage and bottomless despair. And his breast beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are able to wield these eyes, feel or woe. That's a problem. That better not be Ilberd under that. That better not be him. Ilberd combined with Needhog's eyes would be an awful, awful experience. That is... no. What are the monitors doing? Who's this? I was here all along. That's an activation. Nero. What are you doing here? Nero, please. Oh, you better not lead to Omega. You better not lead to Omega. Because we already had the and this is not me fishing for information. This is me trying to predict. Like... Oh, no. Because one of the monitorists mentioned... Omega. Omega could be in Cartano. Nero could be piloting Omega weapon. I'm making that call now. You and I are going to have so much fun. Fucking... yeah. That's going to be fun. But I thought... Well, I know what Joe Cat's doing, right? J Omega at currently. That's an Endwalker. I'm curious how this connects. I guess technically, like, the ultimates are delayed by, like, 2 expansions. Like, Ultimate wasn't, like, Stormblood. It was 70, right? So get your boyfriend. Yeah, that's the one. We're now in 3.5 now. Words I promise. Alrighty, then. Otter at the Diamond Forge. I can fucking find my way out of this. There it is. You know where we're Stormblood. So that means they're 2 expansions behind. So hypothetically, Omega weapon could be Stormblood. Because they go Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalkers. Of course you two are having a whale sizing contest. This makes perfect sense. Just magic whales. No, I respect it. I mean, Nero's still around. At least I'm happy for that. Gaius, I think, for all intents and purposes, is dead. Not a contest. Is it, though? Is it, though? Is it up... trying to remember this building. Oh, yeah, it is. Thought it was upstairs. The Ugiri one was upstairs. There's a drag away from the views. Like I said, this won't take long. I've seen you stand perfect. Oh, I've heard about this. She takes all our measurements. I think she knocks us out. Oh, no, she just jumps us. Nice. This is Mob Boss Totter in the making. Make it a contest, but it's not. Rev, you're trying to make it a contest. We all know. Want to get too close to your... Yep, there it is. There it is. There's the malice. It looks just like Armstrong and Izumi. His husband's been... Yeah, it's the muscle flexes, yeah. I love it. It's perfect. But she got the measurements. She's effective at what she does. Just actually beat up. Measurement from heroic head to intrepid toe. Yeah, fair enough. Yazur Dracoon has fallen. Good time, all in good time. I don't remember this plot point, actually. I've heard of this. I've heard of this in passing. I'm going to be very surprised what happens down the line with this. Originally, I don't know what it's for, but he seemed to think it was very important. New outfit time. Oh, Hero was thinking this is going to stick for a while. The fucking muscle pose there. It's so good. Yeah, my phone just like dropped. I have no idea when pizza's arriving. That's the sad part here. This midriff just kills me. Maybe I'll get art done.
Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Urianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Pray return to the Waking Sands?
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Got him.
Thank you, Alisaie. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a full-fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Didn't even need to finish. Just it's gonna be Kryl. Kryl should be the small with cat ears.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear.
Exactly, Kryl.
No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
No, Alpha, no, please don't. No, give me Kryl. Give me Lord. Give me Goddess Empress Kryl, please.
I did not mean to. That was not my intention.
Well, it's clearly not going to be Kryl, so now we're voluntelling you.
As commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Man, how many like, what is it, E5s and above, right? How many people in the military have this exact sentiment? Man, I would love to just do shit. But I got paperwork to do.
Our number step forward. Must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Just bully Y'shtola. Y'shtola's just super upset.
A certain adventurer would be my choice.
No,
though
fuck
I
you.
concede she might struggle to balance her new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Damn straight. It was Rib Night.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Why not just, like, Todder is available? She's secretary. That's the one!
Help! I need some help here!
Todder is the secretary. She already deals with the finances and stuff.
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
You're from Cartno, aren't you?
God, how did... Y'shtola! Please, you have to help her.
Kryl, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Timmy's down the well. That was a Fallout New Vegas interaction with Wild Wasteland. Timmy down the well. I heard plenty about that.
The bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay.
So is mescaline. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas taught me that. Mescaline's a hell of a drug.
I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
I mean, you made it alive. Like,
Honestly,
fair
you're too
enough.
afraid for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
One of the other Alamigo
I'm
NPCs,
sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Claws.
No easy target.
Dragon.
He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly
Interesting.
hope to gain from such an attack?
Renown.
From what I
Attention.
understand, He wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
And let this here up. Thank you, Stan, for the bits. I appreciate that. I'm really curious how and why Twitch is doing the bit promotion.
They would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Very strange.
Be that as it may,
But thank you, I
there
appreciate
is a
that.
chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire. The Alliance must be informed.
Yeah, I mean, it's a relevant political
I should depart for
point. Yeah.
Linsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours.
Got him.
Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich and encourage him to send an envoy.
I don't think we're necessarily doing reverse Helm's Deep. I think there's something... I'd have to see the layout.
I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
Damage from after the policy backfire. Right, I guess that's fair.
The ill tidings from Girabania will
That
be
policy's
held
been
as a
wild.
turning point. The beginning to a bloody end.
Blood, storm, blood. Ah, got him.
The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice.
I think I've seen Belsar's Wall. I think Rev on Mount showed me it once. Like, I vaguely remember it.
Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied.
I'm pretty sure we've seen it. Huh. What are you planning?
And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
I don't think from the town. I think it's outside. Like, it's in one of the Gridanian areas, right? I think you can see it just off in the distance. Yeah, East Shroud. There we go. All right. So here's how we're going to do this. If you're on stream, stay tuned. If you're on the channel, that was 6.4. Or sorry, not 6.4. Wow, that is not Endwalker. That was 3.4. We will be getting into the finale, 3.5 of Heavensward, in the following Final Fantasy Friday. Thank you, everyone, for watching on the Kiznikip TV channel, if you did. I really do appreciate it. I figured I'd backlog these for anyone that was interested in my stream journeys through Final Fantasy XIV, and I'll see you in the next one.